Why hello there, women and men, children, adults, boys and girls, and everything in between. To day 2 of Cactusmas 2020. You thought I was capping, huh? You really thought I was joking, huh? Well, clearly you don't know me very well. But before today's episode begins, I just wanted to ask you to do something. 92% of you that are watching this video are not subscribed. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's very not fun. So if you wanted to give back to the channel this holiday season and support me in making these videos, the easiest and best way to do that is just by subscribing down below. Honestly, it's short, it's sweet, and it's the best thing that I could ever ask for this Christmas. That and a PS5. Okay, mostly the PS5. Alright, let's start the video. Uncharted 3. Is absolute fire. Now, you all might think I'm joking, because that's kind of what I do on this channel. But when it comes to this, I am dead serious. I know that this is probably the most unpopular opinion I've ever stated on this channel, but I can't help it. My third eye has been opened, y'all, and I'm not lying when I say that Uncharted 3 is the best one so far. But you might be asking why. Why is it so good, you might say? Or is it really better than Uncharted 2? Yes, 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 oh my god, 1,000 times yes! And I will get to why in this video. But of course, as always, I have to mention spoilers and opinion warning. I feel like I have to reiterate this even more because I feel like this whole video is about to be an unpopular opinion. This is my opinion. You can have yours too, and I'd love to hear it in the comments down below as long as you're polite. So without further ado, let's get into why Uncharted 3 is the best game in the franchise so far. I haven't gotten to Uncharted 4 yet. Going into the first 2 games, I kinda knew what to expect. The first game was a foundation for a franchise, and the second one was one of the greatest third-person action games of all time. Going into Uncharted 3 though, I had no idea what to expect. I think going in with zero expectations was a great thing in the end, because it improved my experience. First off, let's get the boring stuff out of the way, okay? The graphics are great. They still use the same game engine as the first 2 with refined character animations and facial expressions. It still holds up today, which is great. I also loved how they incorporated real-time cutscenes into the gameplay. It all made for a smoother viewing experience and just looked nice. And can I tell you how much I love them dust particles? Oh my gosh, I think I may have found my new "that look good." Bro, look at that dust particle. Bro, that look good! That look good! The combat is rather unchanged from the first 2, but they added really good new melee mechanics. Fist fights now look more gritty and cinematic. You can parry punches and body slam enemies.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
You can even slam them against a wall and hit them with items in your vicinity like beer bottles or frying pans. It's a really cool addition that I use pretty often. The gunplay was already good in Uncharted 2, but they somehow managed to improve it even more. I can't really explain to you how, it just feels better. You'll have to play it to understand. You will literally pop off more than once, and it feels fantastic. And don't get me wrong, this game can be hard as hell sometimes. I've played everyone on normal difficulty, and so far this was easily the hardest. You will die over and over and over and over and over again, but once you beat a level, you feel unstoppable. The amount of guns has stayed the same from the last game, but the different variables are nice. The stupid ass camera makes a return doing its usual bullshit. Honestly, it's gotten to a point where I can overlook these problems as just part of the game because at this point they really are. Now for the part you are all waiting for, the puzzles. These are notorious for being my least favorite part of these games, so surely I didn't care too much for them, right? Well, you guys, in all honesty, I didn't mind them too much. I think Naughty Dog realized that the worst parts of their games were the parts where you just walk around in a cave pushing rocks in a certain order and looking in your notebook for vague-ass instructions. Not only are the puzzles in this game much easier and more concise, there are a lot less of them and they're spread out few and far between. This was a much easier pill to swallow for me, and hopefully Uncharted 4 continues this trend. Alright, now that we got the bullshit out of the way, let's talk about the real stuff. The story. This story is the best one yet, as it once again follows Nathan Drake as he and Sully try to look for Nate's missing ring, which belonged to his ancestor, Sir Francis Drake. You see, it's a funny story. They originally met up with this two-faced Robin Thicke looking ass wench in London to sell the ring, but then he tries to scam them, so they get in this bar fight because, again, it's London. Then, out of nowhere, Judi Dench, one of the best video game villains of all time, comes out and just slays. Oh my God, literally and figuratively. And that's what kicks off the whole game. This is easily the most narratively ambitious story, with you going back and forth between present-day Drake and him as a child, and you see how he and Sully met, with Sully taking him under his wing and showing him the tricks of the trade. I love this. And then, after the character development, you're treated to some of the biggest and most memorable action scenes in video game history. Another thing, the game never drags. It has perfect pacing. Yes, you heard me right. Perfect. It's just banger after banger after banger. Boom, you got the opening scene, bar fight against a bunch of blokes followed by infiltrating Judi Dench's secret underground lair. Then boom, you're young Nathan Drake running away from the men in black on the rooftops of Guatemala like you're Ernesto de la Cruz. Then boom, you're playing The Floor is Lava at the Knives Out house. Then boom, you're breaking into the Citadel. Okay, that one was actually kind of boring. But then, stupid ass Robin Thicke decides to show up again, so you have to chase him through the streets of Yemen, but then you get captured and stuck on a ship with pirates. But then, the real bangers begin. Boom, you got escaping the sinking Titanic with these bombastic set pieces. Then you got you and Elena teaming up to sneak onto a cargo plane by driving on the runway and jumping onto the landing gear Toy Story 2 style. Are you kidding me? Followed by probably my favorite level from a video game ever, where some goon notices you and he opens up the cargo bay doors and you fight him and say, "Man, screw this," and then proceed to bonk his ass off the plane with a shipping crate. But then that sets off a chain reaction and all the cargo starts falling out and you have to hold on by the string of a strap and climb your way back in and proceed to be outnumbered by the enemies before the side of the plane explodes, creating a vacuum that sucks everyone out, including you, so you have to skydive your way onto a crate, Penguins of Madagascar style, with a parachute on it, down to safety. Are you kidding me? Come on, this is the greatest video game. It was all based on a true story, of course. After that, you have a pseudo-banger where he's alone in the desert and is hallucinating. This part was kinda calming in a way and was much needed right after the exhilarating levels before. The game delves into introspective territory more than one time, and it's kind of a nice way of presenting character progression without blatantly showing it. Yo, there's some Doctor Strange shit right there. One of the better moments like this is one where Nate drinks spiked water and hallucinates that Sully dies, and he gets so drunk on revenge that it even got to me a little bit.
What? No.
No.
Sully.
No, you fucking bitches. No. You motherfuckers. What? You... No, they did not just kill Sully, bro. Come on. What the hell, bro? You did not just kill my man right there. No! The story ends with Judi Dench getting swallowed up by a sarlacc and you shooting Robin Thicke right in the skull. So, yeah, it's a pretty good video game.
You serious?
Uncharted 3 is a great time all the way through. There is little holding this game back from me from giving it a legendary status. Usually I can think of the good and bad of a game right after finishing it, but with this one, all I can think of is the great stuff, cause it's so great. Hell, the bad stuff isn't even that bad in this game. So with all of that considered, my final score for Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception is a 9.5 out of 10, baby! Woohoo! This game is an absolute banger through and through and is one of the most fun gaming experiences I have ever had in my entire life. If you're a fellow Uncharted fan who disagrees with my score, I only urge you to go back and replay it with the mindset of someone who has zero expectations, because honestly, that is the best way to go into a game like this. Wow, I am almost done with the Uncharted games. Just one more to go. Even though I'm not done with them all, they have already cemented a special place in my heart. I won't be posting my review for Uncharted 4 for a while, so don't expect it until at least February. Papa Cactus needs his rest, y'all. But anyway, until next time, this is the Lagging Cactus signing out. Yeah, my microphone cut out at the last minute.
Hope you enjoyed the video, y'all.